Hey guys, Other Boy Reactions here. Alright, we're hopping back into Doctor Who. Last time we had that two-parter, which had some questionable moments and some really good moments as well. We're hopping back into it. This is Season 1, Episode 6, Dalek.
Earth, Utah, North America. About half a mile underground.
And when are we?
2012.
Ooh.
God, that's so close. I should be 26. That's a Slovene's arm. It's been stuffed.
Oh shit. Oh my god. Like, calm down, people. Trump.
So, the next
this
president,
is Trump.
what do you think? Republican or Democrat?
Democrat, sir.
For what reason?
They're just so funny, sir.
What is
Oh
your
my
name?
god, you're fired.
Goddard, sir. Diana Goddard.
You're fired.
I like you, Diana Goddard. So where's the English kid?
Sir, I bought 10 more artifacts at auction, Mr. Van Staten.
Bring him on, let me see him.
Sir, with respect, there's something more urgent. We arrested 2 intruders, 53 floors down.
And you just stumbled in by mistake.
Pretty much sums me up, yeah.
Question is, how did you get in? 53 floors down with your little cat burglar accomplice. Quite a collector yourself. She's rather pretty.
She's gonna
my
smack you
God.
if you keep calling her she.
Yeah,
She's
thank you.
English, too. Hey, little Lord Fauntleroy, got you a girlfriend.
This is Mr. Henry Van Staten.
And who's he when he's at home?
Mr. Van Staten owns the internet.
Don't be stupid. No one owns the internet.
And let's just keep the whole world thinking that way, right, kids?
Oh my god.
So you're just about an expert in everything except the things in your museum. Anything you don't understand, you lock up.
And you claim greater knowledge?
I don't need to make claims, I know how good I am.
If you can't kill, then what are you good for, Dalek? What's the point of you? You're nothing! What the hell are you here for?
I am waiting for orders.
What does that mean?
I am a soldier. I was bred to receive orders.
Well, you're never gonna get any. Not ever.
I demand orders.
They're never gonna come! Your race is dead! You all burn, all of you. 10 million ships on fire. The entire Dalek race wiped out in 1 second.
You lie.
I watched it happen. I made it happen!
You destroyed us.
I had no choice. Fantastic.
Fantastic.
Sound like the doctor.
Are you and him
No, we're just friends.
good?
Good,
That's
what?
good.
Just is.
Yeah. No, sir, you're not right for her. No, you're a child.
The Dalek isn't the only alien on Earth. Doctor, there's you. The only one of your kind in existence.
That means they're gonna want to keep you. Yeah, I knew it. Oh my god.
Smile.
Ah.
2 hearts. Binary vascular system. Oh, I am so gonna patent this.
Before I die, I met a human who was not afraid.
Isn't there anything I can do?
My race is dead. I shall die alone.
Don't touch it!
Rose, no!
No!
Connected material extrapolated initiate cellular reconstruction.
Oh my god.
What the hell have you done?
God damn you, Rose. Ooh.
Abandoning the cage, sir.
Recharged, huh? Ah! Oh shit! Oh nice! Good special effect. Oh!
Great big alien death machine. Defeated by a flight of stairs.
Don't fucking taunt it.
Elevate.
Elevate. the? Can it hover? Oh my fucking god. Get out of there now. Run, bitches! Run! Oh, it's gonna electrocute all of them. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, they're all dead. Ah!
If you want orders, follow this one.
Destroy yourself.
Kill yourself.
The Daleks must survive!
The Daleks have failed! Why don't you finish the job and make the Daleks extinct? Rid the universe of your filth! Why don't you just die?
You would make a good Dalek.
Oh my god.
The vault is sealed.
Rose, where are you? Rose,
gonna stay
did you
there.
make it?
Fuck. She's the only one who can
was a
reason
bit
with
slow.
it.
I killed her. I'm sorry.
No. No.
I said I'd protect her. She was only here because of me, and you're sorry. I could have killed that Dalek in its cell. But you stopped me.
It was the prize of my collection.
Your collection? Well, was it worth it? Worth all those men's deaths? Worth Rose?
You gave me life. What else have you given me? I am contaminated.
Oh my god, what does that look like? Ah! Oh my god.
I've got to do this. I've got to end it. The Daleks destroyed my home, my people. I've got nothing left.
Look at it.
What's it doing?
Feeling.
It's the sunlight, that's all it wants.
But it can't.
It couldn't kill Van Staten. It couldn't kill me. It's changing. What about you, Doctor? What the hell are you changing into?
Rose did more than regenerate you. You've absorbed her DNA. You're mutating.
So what?
Something new. I'm sorry.
Isn't that better?
Not for a Dalek.
I can feel so many ideas, so much darkness. Order me to die.
Take him away, wipe his memory, and leave him by the road someplace.
You can't do this to me!
Oh my god.
Adam was saying that all his life he wanted to see the stars.
Time
he
to go and stand
coming?
outside then.
He's on his own, Doctor. And he did it.
He left you down there.
Right!
What are you talking about? We've got to leave.
Plus, he's a bit pretty.
I hadn't noticed.
On your own head.
What are you doing?
He's
You
coming!
said cement.
That was surprisingly really, really good. That would probably be right next to episode 3 for me as far as one of my favorites of the season so far. Yeah, I liked episode 3 because of, you know, the emotion and the character development. And then I liked this episode because of the action and the concept, the idea of this, like, evil R2-D2 that doesn't have any emotion. I liked that Rose saved the day, you know, unintentionally. Yeah, it really makes you appreciate being human. Because what makes us human is our emotions. Otherwise, we would just be this killing machine. I really liked that when Rose touched it, she kind of gave it, she gave it emotion. She gave it the ability to feel things other than hate and anger. And it couldn't take it. It was too much for it. Imagine not having any emotions and then getting all of them all at once. And it called it a sickness. And the only thing that keeps us from being like the Daleks are our emotions, our ability to feel for someone else, our ability to put ourselves into other people's shoes. Because if we couldn't, then we would be just killing machines. We would just go around killing anyone who didn't agree with us. You know, I mean, there are people like that, but I mean, there are more people who care about each other, though. The good far outweighs the bad. I thought it was interesting that the Dalek had a purpose, and its purpose was to kill, to destroy, and it was so simple. Like, but then once it absorbed Rose's DNA, and it got access to emotions and feelings, it became so confused, and it didn't know what its purpose was. It went insane, basically. I feel like that's how humans are. Like, we don't know what our purpose is. We feel so much and we have so many ideas, but like, we can't pinpoint what it is that we're here for, what we're put on this earth to do. But it also gives us choices. We can choose who we want to be, what we want to be. No one is telling us what to be. I mean, maybe society tells us what to be, but I mean, we don't have a set of instructions like ingrained in us, like the Dalek. Like the Dalek has orders in its brain to do one thing, to destroy. But if you take that away from it, if you give it choices to do other things, to feel, it just makes it go crazy. And I feel like it's a wonder why we're not all crazy, because we have so many choices, so many bad things happen in the world. Like, it's a wonder that we're not all like puddles on the floor, like of emotion. Like, there's so much stimulation in this world. It's almost too much just being here. I like how the Dalek was forced to change. It was forced to become something else. It would have been interesting to see what it would have changed into. Maybe it could have become a useful part of society or the government, because it wasn't just built to kill now. Now it can think for itself, but you know, maybe if it was given a little bit more time to adjust to the emotions that it had, I don't know, that would have been interesting to see. But I think it was just too much for it, and it was just feeling everything all at once, and that's overwhelming. That would, you know, there are people who are like that. There are people who just feel way too much. Like there are people who are empaths. There are people who just being in the world is overwhelming. Every day that you walk through this world and you're not falling apart, you should be thankful, because you're a warrior. I mean, I feel like it would be so easy to just be like that Dalek every day. If you really let yourself be affected by every single thing all at once that's going on in the world, you would just be a mess. So as much as there are bad things happening in this world, like, we need to remember that there's an equal amount of good things happening, or even more good things happening than bad. Because if the world was as bad as we think it is, we would be gone by now. Like, we would be destroyed. Like, we would have killed, you know, each other long ago, but we haven't yet. I mean, it may seem like things are getting worse, but we always forget that there are good things happening too, because, you know, like, the news only shows us the bad things because that's what sells. That's what, like, nobody wants to hear, you know, the good things, that, like, oh, a baby was born, or a regular person got married, or, you know, but those things are happening, or you know, someone fell in love today, like, you know, like, you're never going to hear about those things. You're only going to hear about the death and destruction and the terrorism and the racism and you know, the mass shootings. I thought that was really interesting. I liked that the only way to defeat it was compassion, almost. I mean, she touched it because she felt bad for it. At first I got really mad at Rose because I was like, what the fuck are you doing? Don't touch it. Like, the doctor said don't touch it. But she couldn't resist because Rose has a big heart. But it's what ended up saving the day. You know, and it's the whole episode is a metaphor for love, not hate. Love, you know, instead of violence. You know, everyone was doing everything they could to try and destroy it through violence, to stop it through violence, and it didn't work. It just, violence breeds violence, and the only way to stop it was to have empathy for it, to have sympathy for it, you know, even though it wasn't human. That's Rose's superpower. But that's all of our superpower. That is what being human is. Being human means that we have the ability to love. And most other animals and creatures don't do that. They have that instinct to protect their young and to protect their you know, their mate, but almost no other creature feels love the way that we feel love. And you know, a lot of people feel like maybe it's a useless emotion, but really it's the most powerful emotion. I mean, it just solves everything. Love just solves everything. As you can see in this episode. It just fixes all problems. And it's something that Rose is also teaching the doctor. You know, Rose is all about warmth and nurturing and love and compassion and yeah, feeling for others. Except Mickey, apparently. Now I don't know how I feel about this new kid coming on the trip with them. I wish, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of cool that there's gonna be 3 in the group now. I kind of like that, but he didn't really make that much of an impression on me in this episode. And he just left her. I mean, the doctor was right about that. He just fucking left her. He should have been like, Rose, you go first, you know. But no, he was not a gentleman. But apparently Rose thinks he's cute. I don't think he's cute, but and he seems like too young for her. She looks like she could toss him across the room. But we'll have to see. I mean, it's kind of exciting that they added a 3rd member to the group, and I'd like to see how he interacts with the doctor. I'm sure they're gonna butt heads a little bit, but he's supposedly a genius, so they're probably really gonna butt heads. But hopefully he can hold his own against the doctor, because the doctor's supposedly a genius too. But maybe Rose will be the buffer. But I really like the concept of that evil robot, and that it's only there's a whole race of Daleks, and that's only one. Can you imagine a whole planet of those things, a whole world of evil robots that just want to destroy? I mean, I feel like they would just go around the universe destroying everything. Like, that kind of doesn't make sense. I feel like the whole universe would be destroyed already if if like a whole world of them existed. Their sole purpose is to destroy, and you can't stop them. I mean, I feel like I wonder how they got destroyed in the Time War. I really want to know more about this Time War and who was in it. It seems like it was a whole bunch of different alien races, not just the Daleks, not just the Time Lords. But the Doctor made it seem like the Daleks were, you know, like the main aggressors. So I don't know. Each little episode we get a little bit, you know, more clues to finding out what this Time War was about. The special effects were decent in this episode. You know, with it had like a force field to stop bullets. It had, you know, the ray gun that zapped everybody. It could hover. I thought that was cool. And electrocute people. It was just fun. It was fun. I thought it was funny how slow it was, though. But it didn't. I mean, it doesn't matter how fast it was because you can't hurt it anyway. It was like impenetrable, and I like how that was just like its armor. Like inside, it's really just this creature, this like a squid, like a mangled, nasty, gooey squid with one eye. If it didn't have the armor, I feel like it would be easy to destroy. But yeah, I found it very interesting. I found it so much better, like 10 times better than the last 2 episodes. And see, this is an alien that was done well. Like, I don't know what the difference is, but it was just done well, and it was intriguing, and I feel like it took itself more seriously too. Maybe because the last 2 episodes, like, they had the farting and they were just silly. This was an alien that was done well to me. And robots are always fun, killer robots. But I also liked that the Doctor had a history with the Dalek race. So there's a little bit of, you know, personal issues there. And then the main bad guy, who was reminded me of Trump for some reason, but like, who was he? Like, he owned the internet. He had to tell people when to laugh at his jokes. He was just ridiculous. He was but they're gonna wipe his memory. That's fucking crazy. It's also interesting what they think 2012 is gonna look like. Yeah, it was just fun. It had a little bit of everything. It had action, it had good acting, it had emotion. Because I feel like the Dalek represents, you know, like people who are in pain, or people who are so angry. Like, you're only angry if you're in pain, and most of the time people don't realize that. They if someone's, like, if you have a bully at school, they're only bullying people because they've been bullied themselves, and or they're being abused, and usually, like, all these mass shooters that are happening right now, they're angry, but they're angry because they're in pain, and who knows what their reasons are. I mean, I know we probably don't care because they're killing people. They're, you know, and we just see them as evil. But if you, like, really go down to the root of it, everyone who has ever hurt someone is because they've been hurt. You know, it does not excuse the pain that they cause other people, but it's an explanation. And I feel like the Daleks are just once this Dalek was given compassion and empathy and sympathy, it changed everything about it. It saw everything in a new light, and it couldn't just hurt people. It was infected by love. And that's the only way to stop the bad things that are happening in this world. Like, our instinct is to, fight fire with fire, but and it's really hard to do. What Rose did is really hard to do. To have compassion for something that we see is evil is really hard to do, but it's the only way to stop the violence, to stop the hate, is to love. And it sounds corny, but love really just solves everything and fixes everything. No, it can't bring people back. It can't bring, people who have been killed back to life, but it can help make it so that there's less violence in the future, that there are less angry people in the future, that there are less hurt people in the future, less people in pain, so that they don't want to hurt themselves or other people. So yeah, but it was a really good episode. This and episode 3 are definitely my favorites so far. I really enjoyed watching it. I hope you did too. And if you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you'd like full reactions, please check out my Patreon by going to the link down below. Alright, I'll see you next time. Bye.
I can't tell